Okay, listen up, bro. If you clicked on this video, bro, that means you're gonna have the secret revealed to you of what being charismatic really is. During this past year, after recording tons of YouTube videos, after speaking to a lot of people, after, obsessing with becoming better at communicating and improving my social skills, there's one thing I realized, that the most charismatic people, the best communicators, the people that, explode on YouTube, there's one thing that they have. It's this characteristic that they have, that when they speak to people, they make those people addicted to them. They make the people, crave their companionship, crave their presence. Those people, when they, go home, what they're thinking about is, damn, I would like to meet that person again. That person has this specific thing about them that I can't find in anyone else, right? And what is this? It's not the, being funny, being, having this riz or game when it comes to women, particularly. But it is actually one simple thing. And this thing is that you need to convey to other people the emotions that you're feeling within. So picture this. When you're talking to someone, and let's picture you talking to a woman, and you look this woman in the eyes, and you are feeling, this deep attraction, this deep romantic feeling within. The best that you can do to make that woman feel addicted to you is convey that feeling, that emotion that you're feeling inside. To convey that feeling exactly as it is to her. To try and convey the exact feeling that you're feeling. And the best way to do this could be through an analogy, or, through some poetic, almost, sentence. And most people lack this ability, right? They don't know how to communicate their feelings, how to communicate their emotions. When a guy sees a woman that he likes and he wants to give her a compliment, he says, "Hey, I think you're beautiful." He does, but the woman, she doesn't know how you are feeling about her. She knows that, she thinks that you find her beautiful because that's what you just told her, right? But she don't truly know if that is true. It doesn't feel completely genuine. She doesn't truly think much about it because it doesn't have an impact on her. And this goes for any conversation and the way you express yourself. But let's keep with the example of the woman, right? If you say to a woman, "Okay, I think you're beautiful," then that is not gonna have that great of an impact, because once again, she doesn't know truly what's going on. But if you say to her, "Wow, every time you speak and every time you speak, you are so passionate, and I know that really fills me with inspiration and motivates me to to go harder on my passion or my purpose." Imagine if you say that to a woman, then she is gonna know what you're feeling, right? Especially if you say it with like a nice smile, and you look her deep in the eyes, and you talk seriously with, with this weight to your voice. Making sure that every word that you speak has meaning, true emotion. There are some guys, bro. I was talking to a friend of mine about, speaking to women and what these charismatic people have in common. And I told him, and firstly, I noticed he tried to demonstrate, how he talks to women, and the first thing I noticed is that he was trying to, put on this seductive voice, but there was no emotion in his eyes, in his facial expression. It was only this voice. And imagine if you're talking to a woman and you're like, "I think you're beautiful." I mean, you might have the voice, right? But it's different from if you say, "Wow, I think you are so beautiful," and it's different. You need to have this emotion, this weight to your voice, to your facial expressions, to your body language. And there's this idea in the book The Art of Seduction, written by Robert Greene, and he expresses the importance of expressing yourself almost theatrically, with like a theatrical essence to the way that you express yourself, so that truly you convey emotions, because theater conveys emotions. That's the kind of goal of a performance, right? To convey certain emotion. And honestly, that is the same when you're communicating to other people, and it doesn't need to always be this over the top thing. For example, if you're having a normal conversation with someone, right, and it's maybe a practical, serious conversation, well, then how can you implement this, right? Then talk slowly with a deep voice. Make sure you pause before you think, that you use the correct words, that every word has some intention, right? Instead of talking all jittery and all over the place, you make sure that every word has deep purpose and meaning. Basically, I think that is one of the most important things when in general. And if you're trying to seduce someone, then implementing that theatrical aspect is super important, and it makes the biggest difference. Or for example, when you are maybe in a social situation and you're telling a story, try to convey the emotion. That's what the best storytellers do. They try to convey the emotion that they were feeling at the time of the experience, or that they get from a particular story that someone told them, right? You need to put the emotion, because basically emotion is what makes an experience memorable, right? The emotions you were feeling at the time is what makes a particular experience memorable. So every time that when people are with you and you meet new people, you want to make new friends, what is the thing that's going to leave the biggest impact on them is the emotions that you make them feel, right? For example, you might be funny. That's because you convey your jokes in a particular way. You make the experience fun. You make people feel a particular emotion. When you're with a woman, you make her feel excitement. You make her feel even a bit of sadness. You make her a bit angry. You make her happy. You make her feel this romance and a sexual attraction to you, and she's gonna think, whoa, it's a roller coaster, that was an adventure, right? And actually, the guys that know are not afraid to make the woman feel different kinds of emotion, even if it might be considered a negative emotion, because they know that the experience will be longer lasting, right? And that it will be more memorable than a boring experience where the guy tries to do everything perfectly because he doesn't want to upset the woman, and the date ends up being, boring and just monotone experience or whatever. So truly heed this advice, because that's makes it's gonna be the biggest difference. Conveying the emotions to other people about how you feel, how you are, how you are experiencing the thing, or and making them truly go through a range of emotions, that asking deep questions, talking seriously, making a joke then after that, right? Going on an adventure with someone, showing them your adventurous side. That's what makes the biggest difference. Showing the emotion that you're feeling. So take it seriously, bro. You will become so charismatic that people won't even believe you. I'm gonna tell you something that happened. So there were a few girls that I was meeting like a year ago, that and I was at the end not really that interested into them, because we didn't really have the same kind of goals, right, and morals and direction. But these girls, apparently, I left some impact on them, because they were reaching out to me, months later and over again, and they wanted to hang out with me again, right? And I was thinking, damn, I didn't do anything special. But one thing I did remember is that I truly, every time I hung out with them, I made them feel this emotion. It was an adventure. It was fun, and we did different things. It was a roller coaster. It wasn't this monotone thing, right? And that's what truly made me realize this. And also from learning to express myself in front of the camera and looking at other people that are super good at communicating. That's truly what makes the difference from someone that is charismatic and viewed as extremely addictive, and someone that's not. So I hope you can implement it and you take it seriously, bro. See you in the next.